You know, I gotta go on my way for you. I had to step outside, but this is the best I could do. It's a half moon, I believe. That's as best as I could go. Samsung Galaxy S9. That's beautiful. All right, let's keep going. Yo, yo, what's good, everybody? Reporting live all the way from the Himalaya Mountains of Prince George's County, Maryland. So, the time is 7:58 p.m. and I'm gonna show y'all how easy and quick it is to do this full morning routine that I created throughout that whole playlist. So this is gonna be the full one, so y'all don't have to look after every single episode or video, because it almost looks like a little series, if you will. It could be this whole little Netflix series, I guess. You could you could look at it like a movie or something. So I'm gonna be doing my full morning routine, including the nighttime stuff. But I'm not gonna do the 30 push-ups, 30 everything. I'm just gonna do 10 of each. So, and I thought this is such a perfect time. It's such a perfect time since it's not dark yet. Like it's not dark dark. You know what I mean? Like you can still see me type stuff. Because if it was 4 in the morning, you wouldn't be able to see me right now. So I'm gonna do this full routine in silence, except for naming the titles of each thing. So we're gonna pretend like it's 4 a.m. right now. Everybody get ready. All right. The time is 4 a.m. So, but really, in reality, the time is literally 8 o'clock p.m. right now. So we have to go to bed by 10 p.m. every single night. So I'm gonna show you how quick it is to do this routine in the morning time. It should take this whole thing should take 2 hours. But I'm gonna try to make it short and sweet for y'all. But it's healthy though. So, y'all ready? So the time is 4 a.m. and we're gonna act like the alarm cuts on. So it's 10 p.m. We're asleep. 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4 a.m. That's 6 hours of sleep. So the alarm is on. Beep, 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 beep. Get into the meditative position. As soon as you wake up, you may be a little groggy. You get your bearings together to make sure you're still not dreaming. You know, just feel your body to make sure that you're still alive and not dreaming still, once again. You know, because we have these things called dream waves, and they could be our delta wave or theta wave and all that. So it's good to make sure that we're alive and awake. But once again, as soon as you wake up, you're supposed to close your eyes like this so you can remember your dream. So we're going into our meditative state right now, closing our eyes, breathing through our nose, inhaling all the way until we can't anymore, and then exhaling all the way. And yes, it should be completely silent like this, 4 a.m. And while we're doing this, you should be able to remember your dreams that just literally just happened. Once again, make sure your back is straight. You know, And you can do this for as long as you need. If you're doing this with me, you should know how good this feels. It's free medicine. It feels like a warm hug. Inhaling all the way for about 10 seconds through the nose. Immediately, as soon as you wake up, that's the best feeling in the world. Okay? So, when you're done doing that, you continue to stay in that position, but you could also, you could talk out loud, or you could say in your mind that prayer that I told you all, the quick version of it. So, I'm going to count down when I'm going to do it. Inhaling all the way for 10 seconds. And then exhaling for 10 seconds. Then I'm going to say the prayer. 1, 2, 3. Thank you so much, God. Thank you so much, Jesus. Thank you so much, universe. And thank you so much to all the positives in my life. I love you all so, 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 so much. And thank you all so, 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 so much for every single thing you all do for me, my family, the people around me, as well as around the world. Amen. That's that simple prayer. And then immediately after that, you'll do the multiplication timetables starting at 2, 2 times 1, 2 times 2, well, 2 times 1, 2, 2 times 2, 4, 2 times 3, 6. And then you're going to go all the way to 12. So 2 to 12, and then go up all the way to 10. For example, 2 times 1, 2, 2 times 2, 4, and you're going to go to 3 times 1, 3, 3 times 2, 6, 3 times 3, 9. You're going to go to 4 times 1, 4, 4 times 2, 8, 4 times 3, 12, 4 times 4, 16, 4 times 5, 20, and you're going to go up all the way to 10 while closing your eyes just like this. And you can do it in your mind or you can say it out loud. But doing it in your mind is better so you can help you critically think. Like I said, I was going to do a video doing that. Like walking up the stairs and walking around the house, remembering my multiplication timetables. It helps you remember things. So like I said, you do that all the way to 2, all the way up to 10, and then you do 10 times 1, 10, 10 times 2, 20, 10 times 3, 30. So you'll do that 10 to 12. So, which is like 200 or 1200, I don't know, I forgot. So, like I said, then you'll do the multiplication timetables, then you'll do the 10 forms of hacking and the 5 types of encryption standards, which I don't remember, but you can search on Google. But like I said, you should still be in this meditative state and you should be doing it out loud or in your mind. Or your preferred career, your long-term real career. So, hopefully I'm articulating that correctly. It's what, 9 minutes? So, like I said, it's not too dark, not too bright. So, if it was 4 in the morning, it would have been completely dark. Or if it was in the daytime, it would have been too bright. You feel me? So, this is like the perfect time. What time is it? Mouth is dry. It's 8:08. And once again, as soon as you wake up, you should be drinking the water. But by the time you wake up, it'll probably be a room temperature type water. So keep your room temperature or below. You shouldn't be in a hot room. Okay, so once again, waking up at 4 in the morning, the alarm is on, immediately wake up, Indian style, but you'll probably be like this. You feel me? So just getting in, just getting crisscross applesauce Indian style position, hands on your knees or lap, back straight, eyes closed. Inhale for about 10 seconds. And then exhale through your nose. And it may feel like you're suffocating, but just let it fly, you know, unless you have heart problems or anything. So. My nose is kind of stuffy because I ate that fast food. Every time I eat fast food, my nose gets stuffy, which is weird. But once again, I study my body, so I'm aware of that stuff. You know, I ate Wendy's and I ate McDonald's. Delicious food though, it was excellent. I had a triple cheeseburger and I had a McChicken, a double McChicken. Okay, so that's the waking up at 4 a.m. Then immediately getting into the meditative position to try to remember your dreams for a little bit. And then you go right into your prayer of thank you so much, God. Thank you so much, Jesus. Thank you so much, universe. And thank you so much to all the positives in my life. I love you all so, so, so much for every single thing you all do for me, my family, the people around me, as well as around the world. Amen. Do you go into your multiplication timetables of 2 times 1, 2, 2 times 2, 4, 2 times 3, 6, 2 times 4, 8, 2 times 5, 10. And then go all the way up to 12. And then you go all the way up to 10. For example, 3 times 1, 3, 3 times 2, 6, 3 times 3, 9, 3 times 4, 12, 3 times 5, 15. And then you go all the way up to 10, which is 10 times 1, 10, 10 times 2, 20, 10 times 3, 30, 10 times 4, 40, 10 times 5, 50. And then you go all the way up to 12, which is like 200 or 1200 or something like that. And then you go into your 10 forms of hacking, and then your 5 types of encryption standards, or whatever goals that you want to remember for your career. So then you do that, and then you relax for a little bit in this position. You sit with yourself for about 5 more minutes just to really get your bearings together to understand that you're about to go to work and go into the outside world and all that good stuff. So sit there for like this for 5 minutes, breathe deeply. Oh no, making sure nobody. We're 14 minutes in. Hopefully everybody's doing this along with me or appreciating this beautiful artwork of morning routines and all that. Like, this is the highest form. I didn't get this from anybody. I had to create all this myself. I never seen anybody else with this in my life, I promise. So once again, waking up at 4 a.m., getting into this meditative position, doing the same position for about 5 minutes, then doing the prayer that I just said, your multiplication timetables, 2 through 12, all the way up to 10, then your 10 forms of hacking, then your 5 types of encryption standards, or whatever your long-term career goal thing is that helps you remember critically. And then you, once again, you sit like this for 5 more minutes just to get your bearings together. So that 5 minutes would have been over. We're 15 minutes in. So After doing that beautiful meditation, you stand up, and once again, like I said, as humans, we're supposed to really be our human selves, so we should have been doing this naked. So once again, we should have been waking up from that good sleep at 10 p.m. and then waking up at 4 a.m. and then going to sleep naked. It would have helped you fall asleep very, very quick. As soon as you get into bed, probably like 10 minutes, 15 minutes after you're done, like really getting into that deep sleep, that delta wave sleep or theta wave sleep. So once again, we would have woke up at 4 a.m. Meditation, prayer, multiplication timetables, your 10 forms of hacking, your 5 types of encryption standards. Then sit with yourself for 5 more minutes. Then you would have got up like this, and you would have did your full body stretch to really shake all your morning sleepiness out, to really wake yourself up. That remote? I don't see on my remote. Whatever. Hopefully y'all can see me a little bit. I can't find my remote. Whatever. Alright. So the full body stretch would have been, imagine me standing up. Where is that remote? Oh, here we go. All right. So once again, imagine me standing up. So after doing that meditation, it's good to, stand up and get your body flowing. But relax your hair like this. Then go deeper into your hair by relaxing your scalp. Just doing a simple rub, nothing harsh, nothing too soft. Just massage it. And then next, you'll massage your face like this. And your jaws and everything, so like this. So enough to make your eardrums make a noise. So you should know what I'm talking about when you do it. And then your whole face. Then your eyes. To relax your muscles, your eye muscles. You should like this. And once again, go up for 10 seconds. I'm not going to do the full 10 seconds. Go all the way down. Go to the right. Go to the left. Go down. Once again, you should be doing this nice and slow for 10 seconds. And then do the full rotation clockwise. And then do counterclockwise. Hopefully y'all can see my eyes. Okay, that's counterclockwise. And then you come back. Once again, you should be standing up doing this. And then you work on your neck. Because once again, we did our hair, scalp, whole face, eyes, jaws, lips. So now we're doing the neck. Nice and slow. So you can really feel your ligaments and your muscles. Once again, shout out my homie Colin. He used to crack his neck. I'm kind of nervous to do that. I don't want to do that too many times. I've seen a lot of movies where cracking somebody's neck and paralyzing them and all that stuff. Once again, like I said, he does like a click, click. So I'm too nervous to do that. So that was the neck exercise, just doing the neck rotation. Once again, you should feel it 100%. Nice and slow. So Then you're going to be doing your shoulder rotations. Mainly your shoulders. You should be doing this with your shoulders and not your elbows. So, and then you're going to reverse it. And once again, how to know you're doing it correctly is by your lip doing a small twitch. Not every time, but you know, if you're doing it quick, you should feel it probably almost every time. So that's the shoulder rotations. And this should be doing your shoulder, this should be working on your shoulder blades and your wings in the back and in your upper body, chest. And this should be working out your your stomach too. So this should be working out your whole body really. So once again, that's the shoulder rotations. And you're gonna do your arm rotations slowly, like this, standing up. But for video purposes. All the way. And once again, you should feel it all right here. How to know you're doing it correctly, all right here. And then reverse it. And once again, this is all at 4 a.m. So I'm trying to do this all by right now it's 8 o'clock. I'm trying to do it by 10 to show you how quick it is. We're at 8:20. So once again, all this is healthy. And I want to show y'all how you can do this all by 9 o'clock. So you can really be out the door. Once again, this is for all cultures and hustle culture specifically. So if hustle culture could do it, everybody could do it. And my mouth is so dry. So like I said, I'm not used to talking this much. That's the most I probably talked all year, I promise you. So we did our arm rotations, and now we're gonna stand up, and now we're going to do the front exercise, the back exercise, and then we're gonna do the hula hoop rotation. So all the way. I'll show you. Hands on your hips, thumb pretty much on your lower back, in the middle of your spine, and just slowly push all the way. And you should really feel it in your front thighs. You should really feel your muscles pull. So, and then next you'll lean back. So, hold on, let me show you. So you'll lean back like this. So not dipping all the way, but using your lower back to dip slowly, like this. Like I said, almost like a zombie. You know what I mean? So, like this. You should be bending your lower back. So when you do this, you should feel your lower back popping. But like I said, I already did it, so my body doesn't crack or anything. So this is bouncing your lower back, pretty much stretching it to specifically get your lower back nice and healthy. So, like I said, that was the zombie bend, like this. So don't go all the way down, but pretty much go to where your ankles are, your upper ankles. So you'll go like this. And then lastly, you'll do the hula hoop. So that's spreading your legs out just a little bit to pretty much to arm's length. And then you go all the way around. And then rotate. So once again, that works on the back of your legs, the back of your thighs, and your muscles in your legs, and once again your hips too, all this stuff. So lastly, so we did this area, then we're doing the lower legs. So you're gonna hold your hand like this, and then you're gonna slowly lift your right leg up like this, and then just go down. Hopefully y'all heard that. No, not that part, but before that, it was like a crack in my leg. So pretty much reaching for your leg slowly. That was the floor creaking. So, and then like I said, it's the full body meditative stretch. As soon as you wake up, this is the pretty much lifting your toes up. Okay, so that was the full body meditative stretch. Next. So we already drank a full bottle of water. Once again, as soon as you wake up, you might feel like you have to go to the bathroom. So that's your choice if you went to the bathroom or not. Or the people who really believe in hygiene like that, who believe that's a first priority, you can brush your teeth and wash your face. I do that at my last priorities. So we can go from there. Alright, so we're 30 minutes in. The time is 8:26. So, see, it seems like a lot of stuff, which it is, but it's still healthy for you. And it's still not too much time consuming. So we're moving. So we woke up at 4 a.m. We meditated with the prayer, the multiplication timetables. We did our 10 forms of hacking, 5 types of encryption standards. Our full body meditative stretch. We drank a full bottle of water. We just went to the bathroom. Hypothetically. Let's see. We brushed our teeth. We washed our face. Mouthwash. We took a shower. We shampooed. We shampooed our hair with the 2-in-1 conditioner. We used Dove soap, the extra fresh, the 3-in-1, as well as body wash, vegan Dove. Good soap. Alright. So once again, that's for the people who are really into hygiene, first things first. But for me personally, I do it after I do all this stuff because it's so much. It's so much work and it's time consuming. So that was brushing our teeth, taking a shower. We drank our water. We went to the bathroom. You know, we meditated, we prayed, we did our multiplication timetables, so our brain is nice and woken up. That pretty much wakes our brain up. We remember our dreams and everything since we meditated as soon as we woke up. So now, after doing that prayer, so the prayer would have been longer, but like I said, for the sake of everybody doing it, that's the easy prayer. So that would have been about, let's say, 30 minutes to about an hour. That that whole thing. So it would have been 4 in the morning. So it would have been about 5:30 ish. So I'm sorry for saying so, but we would have went out the house to go take a walk. We would have took a 30-minute walk. It would have literally looked like this. It would look like this or darker. So right now on my side it's 8:30. So this would have been a 30-minute walk. 30-minute walk. So let's say it would have been 9 o'clock by the time I come back. So let's pretend I've been out here, and then I would have walked back. So that would have been a 30-minute walk around my neighborhood. But once again, I wouldn't have been coming in the house. I would have been going in the backyard, which I'm about to do right now. And this would be called grounding. You should put your feet in the grass for 10 minutes. Once again, watch out for bugs, watch out for animals and critters. You would have been coming back from your 30-minute walk. Once again, this is a perfect time to represent it because it would have literally looked just like this in the morning time. Right now it's 8:30, but you would have been outside right now at about 5:30 doing this. So I'm about to put my feet in the grass to let you know we're not faking it at all. So my feet is 100% in the grass. You can probably feel the bugs, so just kick them off. You know what I mean? Don't be a scaredy cat. They're part of us. They're humans. I mean, not human, but you know, they're part of the human experience. You know what I mean? So you would have been sitting in the grass like this for 10, 20, 30 minutes. If you're scared of the bugs, move around like this. Okay, the size is already crazy. I think it just switched. Everybody playing on these sports bikes and everything. So you'll be sitting in nature like this for about 10, 20, 30 minutes, called grounding. It would have been 5:30, 6 in the morning. So it would have been kind of chilly. So you could put on like some pants or, you know, a hoodie or something, but still be planted in the grass like this. It's worth it. Because you'll be connected to nature and, you know, you'll have good luck in the morning. Because they said it makes you happy and all that stuff. So, and if you want to make time go by, you can listen to music and stuff. Like you can listen to an album. Because once again, I recommend listening to an album. I can definitely feel the bugs and everything. Like I said, you just got to kick them off you. So, you can listen to an album. You can either listen to it inside or you can listen to it out here while doing this. But I prefer doing it inside. So, once again, this will be for 10 minutes and the time is already 34 minutes. Once again, I'm still barefoot. We don't fake it. So this would have been immediately as soon as you're done coming from your 30-minute walk. And this would be called grounding. And this will make you have an even happier day in the morning time to really feel connected with nature and when you're at work, you'll really feel connected to society, if you will. You feel like you're really part of this big machine called America. So, this is go for your 30-minute walk. Drink your full bottle of water. Then, after you're done your 30-minute walk, immediately come in your backyard or go in the grass. Sit in any type of grass, but I have a backyard, thank God. So find any type of grass, any type of patch of grass. It could be even the smallest little piece, even on the sidewalk. So yep. So those grounding while listening to one full album in silence. So don't even sing along to it. Just listen to the music, the album, in complete silence, like how I'm doing right now. Once again, you can sit in silence or you can listen to an album. Like I said, I'm all the way in the Himalayas Mountains of Prince George's County. So let's say that was 10 minutes of sitting in the grass. So we're going back inside. That was after you're done your 30-minute walk. And then you should in the backyard. You don't have to stand up. I prefer you do. Yeah, as soon as I open the door, some crickets. The crickets start to come inside. Okay. So that was grounding for about 10, 20, 30 minutes in silence, or you could listen to music. So by the time you were done that's an extra 30 minutes. Along with that extra 30 minutes of grounding, let's see. So once you were done with that, once again, that would have been an hour's worth. The time would have been about 7:30. So you would have started at 4 a.m. You would have did your meditations, your prayers, your multiplication timetables, and all that good stuff. You would have did your walk, and then next, once again, you would have did your grounding. And then you would have came back inside, and then you would have filled up your 8 water bottles, which is right here. 8 full water bottles. So you can do it by using this, the water filter. Let's see, it's all dark. And believe it or not, I'm actually kind of afraid of the dark. So y'all can actually see me conquer my fear right now. But it's good for you to be in the dark like this. So, well, I can't read my notes though. But like I was saying, doing your 8 water bottles, which I just showed y'all, coming right inside from doing your 30-minute walk. Drinking your water bottles. Drinking your 1 water bottle. And then you would have did your grounding of 10 to 20, 30 minutes of listening to the album. So, you would have drunk your water. You already did. So, I'm going to say it one more time. We just came back from our 30-minute walk, and we did our 30-minute grounding of putting our feet in the grass in complete silence, so that could give us good luck from nature and to show love to nature and all that good stuff. So And then we filled up our 8 water bottles for the day because we should be drinking 8 water bottles per day, literally, at the least. So we will have our 8 water bottles. Okay. Next, we're gonna read our chapter. Hold on, I can't see. We're supposed to read one chapter a day, at the least. I recommend reading once in the morning time, once in the afternoon, and once at night. Like around this time, instead of being on your phone, because the time is 8:39. You should not be on your phone. You should have already ate dinner. So see how you gotta hydrate to 41 minutes in. The time is 8:39. So we did our 30-minute walk. We drank our full bottle of water. We put our feet in the ground for 10, 20, 30 minutes. And we could pretend like we listened to an album. The album of choice, I would say Blades 333 or Blades the Fool, while we were outside. But once again, I can't play it. I would have got copyrighted. So, but what we would have been doing that while putting our feet in the grass, even if it was wet. You know, that morning dew, that would have been good luck on our feet and everything. So that's all superstition, but I believe that sounds good. So I pretend like it is, and I believe that's true because it's like, all that stuff is alive, the grass and all that. Like, to make sure the grass is real. By the way, make sure it's not turf. So, and that's called grounding. Y'all can search that up on Google. GROUNDING, grounding. So not putting your shoes in the grass, not your feet, not your socks, but your bare feet. Y'all saw how I was doing it. And y'all can see I didn't change. I still got my feet. I just had to wipe it off and all that. Okay. So next, like I said, it's reading one chapter a day, but I prefer you do it 3 times a day. So once again, we're gonna start off with that single page. So just for the sake of time, it's the healing has begun. It began when you picked up this book. The goal of these offerings is to assist the children of the earth in the redevelopment of their minds, bodies, and spirits. Who are the children of the earth? The children of a darker hue, allegedly. For they are the ones born of the first father and mother. They are the ones who learn through trial and error how to bring forth the abundant richness of the earth. They are the ones who have the secret of the beginning and the end buried deep in their souls. These offerings are tools to be used to dig up the secrets so that they can be put to use. There are a few minor requirements to which one should adhere in order to realize the full value of these offerings. First, you must be open, ready, and willing to receive the information. Some of it will be new to you, most of it you have heard at some time, in some way. The difference is that now you are willing to see, hear, and use the information to accomplish a goal, stress-free, peace-filled living. You must be willing to accept that stress is the result of unfinished business. Unfinished business means that there are details which have not been taken care of. So that's the first page, and so you keep going all the way until it says like the next chapter. So you keep it pushing, keep it pushing. So that's after you're done walking for 30 minutes and doing your 30-minute grounding and putting your feet in the grass and listening to an album. see. Also, filling up those 8 water bottles, and you could drink one in full if you want to. But like I said, warning: if once you start drinking all those waters, you're gonna have to start going to the bathroom frequently. Not frequently, but maybe probably about maybe every 30 minutes or so, which is good though. It's clearing out your body, and it'll make you happier, and it'll leave you nice and hydrated. So that's filling up your 8 water bottles, and then after that, read that chapter like I just did. Well, that was a page, but act like that was like I read a full chapter. And you should be doing that once every morning, once every afternoon, and once every night, like around this time, instead of being on your phone. And this will help you have better communication skills, help you have better critical thinking skills and telepathy. Okay. So we're moving. Next, after reading that beautiful chapter of your favorite book, preferably nonfiction, but you can do nonfiction. But I prefer it be like standard English. You know what I'm saying? So it can help you. So it can help you have better communication skills. So, speaking of having better brain power and communication skills, we're going to be doing some exercise, physical exercise, like I showed y'all earlier. Okay. I can't work that light. It's kind of weird. So thank God for the other light, right? Okay. So we're gonna be doing 30 jumping jacks, 30 squats, 30 sit-ups, 30 push-ups. Then we're going to be doing arm rotations for 30 seconds, back and forth for 30 seconds each. So, and then we're going to be doing those YouTube exercises that I showed y'all. Let's see if I can see it. 100% of the light. Right, make sure y'all can see me fully. So I'm gonna only do 10 since I did the other 10 earlier. But we're going to be doing 30, 30, 30. So that's 30 in the morning, 30 in the afternoon, and then 30 at nighttime around this time. Instead of being on your phone, instead of playing video games, if you will, instead of just being on technology and doing miscellaneous things. So this should be around 7 p.m. after waking up at 4 a.m. Okay. So we're going to do 10 jumping jacks, 10 squats, 10 sit-ups, 10 push-ups. All right. Ready? All right. 1, 2. All right. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Says jumping jacks. And then we're going to be doing 10 squats. Ready? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. And one more time. 1. Once again, these are called squats. That's how people get all those big thighs and everything. Okay. And once again, you're going to do 30 of those. So we did jumping jacks, squats, and now we're going to do sit-ups. And I hate how dry my mouth is getting. That's so crazy. Drink all that water. We're already an hour in. So, still not 10 o'clock yet. So, once again, we did all these things by about 50 minutes. So, now we're doing sit-ups. Make sure your back is good. Hopefully y'all can see that. Make sure you're sitting up straight. Sit-ups. This is after you're done doing your jumping jacks, 30. Your 30 squats. And now you're doing 30 sit-ups. So put your legs like this. Feet together. Or feet together like this. Or you can do it like this. Make sure your hands are right here. And you could let it slide a little bit. But you're supposed to be using your upper body strength and your abdomen like this. Use the upper, which is called sit-ups. So, like this. Not using your elbows, not using your hands, specifically your abdomen and your middle chest. And you should be doing this 30 times. All the way up to your legs. $30 times. And I learned this way from being in school. In high school, we had these things like this little fitness test. And we had to do this, I think we had to do jumping jacks, but we had to do push-ups, sit-ups, and we had to run back and forth in the gym. I forgot what it was called. So that was the sit-ups. And see, once you do all this stuff, as you can see, I did this about twice today. So now I feel nice and good. I feel nice and energized. So I do it like it's nothing. Y'all probably like, how is he doing it so easy? It's just, you have to get used to it. I haven't did this all year, but I did it so many times that I'm used to it. So that was 30 jumping jacks, 30 squats. That was 30 sit-ups. Now we're doing push-ups. Okay. So we're doing 30 push-ups, but we're going to do 10 for the sake of time because I'm already 54 minutes in. But for my battery, So I think let me see. I have it charged up. Well, I had it charged up at 90 to a 93. Now I'm at 70. So we're gonna be doing push-ups. We just did 30 squats. We just did. Yep. Well, we did 30 jumping jacks, 30 squats, 30 sit-ups. Now we're doing 30 push-ups. So hands like this, legs like this. butt not in the air, straight. I got those weights in the way, I'm sorry. But like this. Not all the way to the floor, but halfway. So. See, I'm not hitting the floor. Stuff like that. You know, but you gotta get used to it. That stuff is so exhausting. So exhausting. Like I said, I did this stuff earlier too, so. Alright. Next we're doing the 2 YouTube exercises. Alright. Hope y'all can see me. It was an hour in. So, this is the YouTube exercises. I still haven't named it yet. Maybe the AI thing will help me, I guess. So, put your foot like this, with the heel up, your toes all the way in the air like this, your foot back. So, heel like this, foot planted straight, you get your balance, and then grip your hands like this. Then you switch to your right, or you could do right to left, it doesn't matter. But you have to do 2 sets of it. For 30 seconds each, 2 times. And this is all in the morning time. You should do this 3 times a day, so you can reach your full potential and be a high performance individual. So do that twice for 30 seconds. And then you're going to do the second YouTube exercise. And they probably like this. It's so much work. Yes, it is, but it's healthy. This is what you have to do to keep your body right, your mind right, and your spirit right. So it's all fun. It's really, really fun, I promise. This isn't work at all. Okay, so the next exercise will be not this, but this is the first one. Not exactly like this, but 30 seconds. 30 seconds. And do that one more time through. So, this is the second one. You put your front leg out like this. Have your back leg like this. And then you bend it. And make sure your heels are planted on the floor. Like this. And then you sit like this for 30 seconds. until you can feel your muscles kind of pull in a good way. Your muscles stretch. And it elevates your balance. So for 30 seconds and 2 sets of it. So you should do it with your right leg forward, left leg back, and then do that one more time through. So this would have been 30 seconds. And then you do the left leg, bend like this. And y'all should be doing this with me, not just looking at me. So, and once again, this should be elevating, this should be stretching out, exercising your legs, thighs, and your upper body. You should be sitting straight just like this. For 30 seconds. And 2 sets of it. So. For 30 seconds each. And have your arms completely down, straight, to keep your balance. Or you could do like this, but preferably like this. So you do that twice for 30 seconds through. And then you do your arm rotations. Oh, hold on. Nope. You lift 10-pound weights for 30 times. Not 30 seconds, but 30 times. So we're going to be lifting 10-pound weights. Well, I'm going to only do it 10 times for the sake of time. Because we're already an hour in. I don't know when this thing is going to cut off. The time is 9:01. So we're going to do this 10 times. And then I showed this earlier. So we're going to do left, right, then upwards 10 times. 1, 2, 3. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So let's lift it once, 2, 3. So you can do that 30 times. And that's good for your arms right here, and you're good for your upper chest. That's how you build that line right here, by doing push-ups and all that stuff, lifting weights. Okay, so we're over the hour in. My goodness. So y'all know we're almost done. So that's 30 jumping jacks, 30 squats, 30 sit-ups, 30 push-ups. Those 2 exercises that I just showed y'all, the arm waves with the mini squatting, with the leg in front, leg in back, feet planted on the floor. So then we lifted 10-pound weights. Then we're going to do our arm rotations. So that's the last 2 that we have to go for working out. physically. So we're going to do the arm rotations for 30 seconds. We're going to do 30 seconds forward and 30 seconds back. So we're only going to do 10 seconds for the sake of time and battery. So ready? 1, 2, 3. You can do it nice and slow like this, and then you can do it fast if you want. But I'm doing this to make sure I don't hit the fan like earlier. But these are called arm rotations. Oh wow! See how I still hit it? that surprised me. So the arm. So make sure it works your arm doing these rotations. So that's that. And then backwards for 30 seconds. Make sure I don't break that glass. Alright. That's 30 seconds. Arm rotations.